So this is kind of like, not quite our own finally, but it's called the Weekly Whopper, and today it's all about global warming. And like we just chucked it in at the end there, global warming. The Guardian this week backed a campaign to try and promote everyone cutting their own individual carbon footprints by 10% before 2010. It's not a bad solution, but I'm sure we can do better. How can we try and solve, then, this huge problem of global warming? David, I mean, what's the carbon footprint on the old TARDIS?
Well, it's very green. It's mutually renewable sources.
It's got a Prius engine inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we all know how good they are.
Yes.
Other hybrid cars are available.
What are you doing voiceover work for me?
I would stop the endless camera crews flying to the polar ice caps to watch them melting. I'm sure. I mean, it's a terrible thing, and we have to see how bad it is. But every day there's another camera crew flying halfway across the world, getting in 4x4s, driving across the polar ice caps, shining lights on them, and then they stand there with them dripping around them, going, "Look how terrible it is." Well, of course it's terrible. All your cars are turning over just off camera there.
You're right. We've got it in the can. We've seen the weeping polar bears.
We know it's bad.
Yeah, it's done. That's it now. Move on.
Stop going in to heat them up.
Yeah. Okay. Kirsten. Global warming.
Well, I've got a super duper fridge that makes like loads of different types of ice. It does cubes, it does shapes, it does slush. If everybody made ice and we sent it there, would that, help? If we
that would offset. Why wouldn't that work?
Recycled it.
Some sort of Blue Peter appeal you're talking about.
Yes, send in your ice, and we'll send it to the polar bears.
Yeah, you're all about melting and storing it.
Well, there can be some sort of jiffy bag scenario that can keep it cold and frozen and then get it over there. And they could drop it. Open the door like they drop those food parcels, just shower them with ice. Ooh, the polar bears would be leaping round in it.
And this is a true story, right? When this first broke about global warming, right, I was at school, and my science teacher, quite an old guy, and he said this, we started asking about it. Sir, what's this about global warming, something like that? He went, "It's a load of rubbish," and I'll demonstrate to the whole class. Please gather round. And he got a glass of water and then put 2 ice cubes in it, and we had to measure not whether the level went up at all, and it didn't.
Right. So more ice falls into the sea, because
I'm not saying that.
Aren't the icebergs that are melting? Aren't they in the sea anyway to start with?
Yeah.
So if a bit falls off, why would that make the?
I mean, we're not scientists here. Obviously, I'm sure there's more science other than ice cubes in a glass of water.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say we can give up on the 10-10 campaign.
I was going to ring Jonathan Porritt, wherever he's called, from the Green Party, and go, "Listen, my science teacher, Mr.
It's
Wilson."
a terrible thing, and you shouldn't ever be facetious about it. But having said that,
you're going to be.
When you read the science and they say we should be so careful because if we drive our cars, the temperature of the Earth could rise in the next 5 years by a whole degree, and you sit there and think, I wouldn't know now if the temperature went up a degree or down a degree. I don't think it makes it, but apparently it does.
Yeah.
They do say that in 50 years you could wipe out an area the size of Essex. With global warming and flooding, which is a terrible thing, unless, of course, you've ever been to Essex. In which case you look at it in a slightly different light.
Well, thanks for listening, Essex, and, 5 Live are waiting to come on in 5 minutes' time. They're going to love this show, aren't they? I'm also thinking as well, you mentioned about fridges. Again, no scientist here. I got grade D in biology, GCSE, but I'm thinking, could everyone not open their fridges for just a little bit? If we all did that at a certain time of the day around the world, 6 o'clock or whatever, would that not cool the Earth's core down?
This is why George Bush wasn't the best president, you see, because this is the kind of science he relied on.
This is a policy he had.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the tweets that come in about solving global warming. Giant71, hello, he says we should dig a massive hole, then the water will drain away.
Oh,
Simple.
There you go. That's the kind of forward-thinking people
what
we need running this planet. Sponges.
1871 says get around the rising sea levels by using kitchen rolls with thirst pockets to soak up the extra seawater. And someone else, Random Beck, is suggesting using a global air conditioner. Some sort of ceiling fan, maybe off the moon or something, can be used there. OK, so the solution's there to try and solve global warming. David used the opportunity as a shameless plug for a new car of his, and then went on to say stop people flying to the Arctic in the first place to film it all. Kirsten said we should send over ice cubes. And Bob is saying, just in a word, Essex. Okay, I'm going to... David's is the best solution in that one.